There you go. Okay, first of all, I want to thank everyone for having me here. And a couple things. I want to make sure that I give special recognition to my guys, David and Alan Cohen. Stand up, please, so we give them a round of applause for without them, that doesn't happen. And they both should have been college recruiters, because I don't know how they did it. They overachieved their wives. Please stand up, because how they recruited them both. Stand up. Stand up. So we give them around. They're the better half. I want to make sure of that. Coach, I want to thank you, as always, okay? And for the coaches in here, the high school coaches and the assistant coaches, please stand up, because I know what each and every one of you do, the time and effort that you spend. Stand up. Kids, give the coaches a round of applause. You're very lucky. You're very lucky to have good coaches. That is so important. And Chris Faulkner, I want to say hello to you as well. You're my guy too. So, hey, a couple things, and I won't be long. I've been sitting in your shoes, and I know a lot of times you don't want to sit in here, so I'm going to speak the entire time. You want to get out and play, especially when you slam dunk in a three-point contest, so I understand that. But just a couple things. I want to talk about the opportunity that you have, about seizing the opportunity, seizing the moment. Life is short. I'm just telling you that right now. Life is precious. Life is short. From midnight to midnight, you have 24 hours. That's it. And within that time span, there's 86,400 seconds in a day. 86,400 seconds. That's it. And you never get to carry it over. It's not like a bank account where whatever you don't use, you get to put it into a safety deposit and get to use it later on. You don't. And that's why the opportunity that you have right now in your life, in your time, for what you want to do, you've got to make the most of it. You've got to make the most of it. Don't let it go by the wayside. You've got very good coaches. You've got people around you. You've got people that care. And it's really important that you take full advantage of that in making sure that you make the most of your opportunity. You seize the opportunity. You seize the moment that you have. Really critical. Secondly, you've got to remain very positive, because life is full of peaks and valleys. There's ups and downs. There's good and bad. Things aren't always going to go your way. But the most powerful thing to have is to remain a positive attitude. It's just like in a game of basketball. Team makes a run. Team makes an 8-0 run on you. Do you get negative? Do you start getting down on your teammates? Or do you stay committed? Do you, during some adverse situations, do you stay even much stronger as a unit and really keep positive? Because a lot of times it's easy through human emotions when things are going well to keep positive. But it's through some of those tough times that you've got to remain really positive. And that's really, I believe that commitment is really gained through some adverse situations. And as a team and as an individual, you can really tell who achieves in those type of areas and that type of greatness. Because everyone wants to be great. We all talk about being great, but there's a very thin line between being good and being great. And actions are about being great. And what are actions? It's about during not only the good times, but how do you handle yourself and how do you react during tough times. A couple other things. Every action that you young student athletes make, there's going to be a reaction. Okay? There's going to be a reaction. And let me tell you, today's age, because all of you here, your goals, if you want to play college basketball, whatever you want to do, there are no secrets. Okay, in this day and age, there are no secrets. Every action that you make, there's going to be a reaction. And if that reaction isn't positive, stay away from it. Stay away from it. Think before you do something. Think before you act. Because you never know. Something you do tomorrow can catch up and bite you in the rear 3 weeks from now. Okay, that's why it's always good to do the right thing. And a lot of times it's peer pressure as things go on, as you get to people around you and you have peer pressure in your peers and when you do different things. It's really, really important to stay on the straight and narrow path. Really, really important. And in this day and age with the NCAA, with the academics, everything else, your I's have to be dotted, your T's have to be crossed academically, but also within life. There are no secrets, like I said. So make sure that you stay on the straight and narrow path, because every action you make, there's a reaction. And it's important that action remains very positive. Last thing, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Baxter here, just, again, play hard. Everything you do, I've talked to our team about this. Night in and night out, I tell our guys, I want you guys to have freedom. I don't want to overcoach. I believe in players win games, players play. You give guys freedom, you give them responsibility. With freedom comes responsibility. They've got to be able to play the game the right way. But in order to do that, you've got to play hard. You've got to play hard. And winning is a byproduct of effort. Effort. It's not winning. You don't get, winning is hard. Winning is hard in everything you do in life. Winning is hard. But to win, winning is a byproduct of effort. Are you willing to put the time and effort in on and off the court to do what you need to do? Do you make multiple plays per possession? Do you make multiple plays per possession? Do you play hard, leave it all on the floor? Do you sacrifice for your team? Those are questions that you need to ask. And when the game's at the end, because it's not about the team, because teams pretty much have the same type of talent level. It's the team that plays the hardest, that gives the greatest effort, that will sacrifice, that will leave it on the floor or do what needs to be done, do their job, because that is a byproduct of winning. Winning just doesn't happen by accidents. It's determined by effort, by excellence, by doing something right over and over and over. So those are little things that you've got to remember, whether it's on the court or off the court, anything you do in life. So with that, have fun this week. Enjoy it. I know we'll be here to watch games. Play hard. And again, when you see the Cohens, Mr. David and Alan Cohen, vice versa, Alan David Cohen, either one, they're both look alike. They're both good-looking guys. So when you see them, you make sure you thank them, and you thank Mr. Baxter for everything that they've done, and have a great week. Thank you very much.